Hi, WhiskyJason here, whiskey from the viewpoint of an American in Germany tasting rare and exotic whiskeys. And today I have a independent bottling of Irish whiskey, green shirt, Ireland, yay. Black Corbie, single malt Irish whiskey aged 14 years. And that's the Boyne number 5. I've already done the number 4, which was bottled also, or distilled 2001. This is a refill sherry butt. This was cask number 10817, distilled on the 18th of September 2001, and it was bottled on the 17th of November 2014. 14 years old, and this is bottle number 263 of 295. There's an independent liquor store. I don't know how to... Spirit store. They sell liquor, and they actually do their own bottling. So a barrel pick basically, and they have their own label, which is called Black Corbie, and they have some excellent casks that they have chosen. Unfortunately, it's always just a single cask bottling, which usually means 200 to 290, 300 bottles, depends on what it is. Always non-chilled filtered, no color added, always cask strength, the standards. And unfortunately, there were a total of 5 Boyne bottlings, all from the Tilly, which means Cooley distillery, and they no longer sell their casks to anyone. They decided to do their own single cask bottlings, and therefore Rolf, Kaspar in Essen and Düsseldorf, in Düsseldorf, Germany, no longer has access to great cask strength whiskey, and so he discontinued the German Boyne line. Many other Black Corbies, but unfortunately nothing else from the Boyne. So let's see what my nose says. We're running at 58.8% ABV. And the very first thing I get is like a vanilla marmalade. The marmalade is a mixture of raspberry and cranberry and blackberries. Yep. And I have a little bit of hay in there as well. I get this feeling that I'm in the stable with some horses, and it's a freshly clean stable, and that hay smell. Yep, I didn't have that in my German video, which is really interesting. And a little bit of the sea, a little bit of saltiness, a little bit of maritime moment. Who knows? I personally will be in Ireland in the summer of 2018. I'm going to visit many different distilleries there, a total of almost 10 different distilleries. And I have the permission to already interview 8 of the different master distillers or distillers there, and I'm really looking forward to that trip. And my wife has agreed to allow me to visit almost a distillery a day, and that's a very big concession on her part. I like Irish whiskey, by the way. All right, I'm going to nip on it, then get some water, and then give you a full review here. Wow. Oh. Oh. Wow, that was a very nice, intensive explosion of flavors in my mouth. I get cranberries. I get a lot of cranberries, a little bit of the blackberries, a little bit of the raspberries, a lot of vanilla, even a little bit of vanilla sugar. That's why I'm really going for this marmalade, this jelly. Imagine you make some type of cranberry jelly and you put some blackberries and you put some raspberries in there, mix it all together. That's what I'm getting. It's very intensive, very nice. A lot of vanilla, a lot of nice, soft wood, sherry moments. It's a very nice whiskey, but I'm going to actually dilute it. I'm not today a cask strength person. I have my moments. The bottle of Wow from Elijah Craig, 69.9% is just fantastic every once in a while, but today my 58.8% should be down to about 48, 49. That's 46 is a sweet spot, and up to 50% is nice. It opens up a little bit more. I get a little bit more of the orange peel. I get a little bit more of a banana, a very, very overripe banana. And I get a little bit of the daisy even. Wow, that smell of a daisy. Interesting. Nice. Not excellent, not wow, not blow me out of the water type of stuff. It's very, very nice. Now, in my German video, I did the following. I have already tasted a bottle from Boyne, the 2001. That was basically the predecessor, and this stuff was amazing. Now, I'm going to give this like a solid B. I'm just going to compare it very briefly here to my A- Irish Whiskey cask strength. And you can see the difference in the colors already. You can, right? So this is lighter. You see this. This is darker. It's very, very evident which whiskey has the best color. And they're there's no coloring added whatsoever. Non-chilled filtered, no coloring added, cask strength. Once again, the 2001 bottle, they were both distilled in 2001. This was actually bottled in 2015. This is only 221 bottles, and this was 295. What I think they did, and I'm just going to assume something, is they actually look at the cask and they picked one that was like okay, and they could get more bottles out of it. And the problem is that those casks that have leaked, those casks that have had a higher evaporation rate, sometimes give you the best whiskey out there. And I think it was Jefferson's back then at the very beginning that they said, hey, we're going to go through those warehouses and we're going to pick out those bottled barrels no one else wants because there's not much left in them. And they bottled them up, and some of that whiskey was the best whiskey people had ever tried. And so something was wrong with the casks, which made that whiskey extra special. So going now here to my the nose is so much better. I mean, this is like actually minor league versus major league baseball here. This is minor league baseball. I mean, I couldn't hit a pitch of a minor league baseball pitcher. They're still galaxies and worlds above what I can do. But if you go to the major leagues and you get the stars out there, this is just out of this world. This is going to be my second favorite Irish whiskey of all time. I love the Redbreast 21. It's so good. The Redbreast cask strength is very good, but this is better than the cask strength from Redbreast. Even though I don't like to have my whiskey at cask strength all the time, this is so good. It's so smooth, so sweet, so mellow, so flavorful. It's just an explosion of flavors in my mouth. Oh, even on the nose now I get so much more. And that's really the question. You think something's good until you compare it to something else. And that's how our brain works. We have to have comparisons. We have to have like a standard, and then we know what's going to happen afterwards. That's why I always have a standard whiskey before I do a video, so I know what I'm at, and then I can go oh or oh. And this is above the standard, and this is way above that. And so I'm just going to remember to stick with my Boyne number 5. The 5th bottling, they picked out 5 casks in total. A solid B. But now I get a little bit of the cask at the end. Now I get a little bit of... I noticed some of the things I didn't notice before because I have something to compare it to, which is almost perfection. I think that's the same thing if you just drive a car. You drive your car and you have a nice car. Let's say you have a Mercedes, you have a C or E class, and you're just driving along. And you think this is an excellent car. And then you get into maybe a supercar, And you kind of go, wow, I didn't know cars could do this. And that's basically what I get when I get this Boyne from 2001 that was bottled in 2013, 2015, I'm sorry. This was also a 14-year-old. It's just so amazing. Mm. Mm. I'm not really sure I'm going to share this bottle with my friends. I do bottle shares with everything you see behind me, but every once in a while I have a bottle. I think this is a good example. Also, my Glengoyne 21. I'm not going to share. This is mine. But almost everything else here, I actually have opened. I've shared. And there's some stuff that I just kind of like want to keep for myself. And this is going to be like one of them. This is so delicious. All right, so going back now to the Boyne number 5, it's a 2. It's a solid B in my book. The price is actually 69 euros, which is $75, which is actually very, very good for a cask strength 0.7 bottle of 14-year-old Irish whiskey. My other independent bottler over here in Germany, it's called Black Rock. It's from www.irish-whiskies.de with an S and EY. This is actually $90, and the other one that she has out is $110. So this is actually about 25% cheaper than what I'm normally paying, and so I'm gonna have to give this actually like a C plus for the value for money. But yet, any day of the week, this stuff. I might have to actually go out and try to find another one of those 221 bottles that were out there. From Casknumber 15283. It's dear to my heart, and this is some very, very, very delicious stuff. All right, WhiskyJason here, whiskey from the viewpoint of American tasting Black Corbie Boyne cask strength Irish whiskey, 14-year-old. This was at 57.1%. This is 58.8%. I'm loving it. It's a joy sometimes to be a whiskey reviewer. My question of the day is, which Irish cask strength whiskey do you prefer? Now, I think most of you have not had any cask strength whiskey, except for maybe the Redbreast 21. Not 21, the Redbreast 12 cask strength. And so, what is your favorite cask strength Irish whiskey? I'm going to have to go for this, and then Black Rock here, and then the 12-year-old from Redbreast. There's some other stuff out there. I've had some nice stuff from, for example, this is also very nice, actually. This is one of 1,425. This is St. Patrick's Irish Whiskey cask strength. I have some other cask strength stuff there as well. Up here, you can't see it, the Temple Bars, Keller cask strength, also very, very nice, and some other stuff. But yet, I must admit, thank you very much for my friend. He recommended this for me, and I must really, really say, wow, great recommendation. WhiskyJason here, videos on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Thank you very much for liking, subscribing, and also telling others about this crazy American over here in Germany tasting rare and exotic whiskey. See you soon. Bye-bye.